After only 6 months, OnePlus took the wraps off of their latest flagship offering, dubbed the OnePlus 3T. As the name suggests, this device is essentially a souped-up, or turbo version of the OnePlus 3, but not necessarily a successor though. OnePlus decided to launch this device to offer a better experience for their consumers, but how much of an upgrade is it when compared to its flagship sibling? We find out in this comprehensive OnePlus 3T review. As far as the design is concerned, the OnePlus 3T looks exactly like its older sibling, and features the same full metal unibody construction, with a slightly curved back and rounded sides and corners. Despite being made entirely of metal, the phone is surprisingly light, and because the back tapers along the edges, it feels thinner as well, making for a device that is very comfortable to hold. It is also not a very tall or wide phone and is only slightly larger than the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, allowing for a comfortable one-handed experience, despite coming with a 5.5-inch display. There isn't any 3T logo anywhere on the device that explicitly indicates that this is the upgraded flagship, and the only way to really distinguish it from the older OnePlus 3 is by the color. The OnePlus 3T is available in the same gold variant as the OnePlus 3, but the second color option is gunmetal instead of silver. The gunmetal version comes with both 64 and 128 GB options, while the gold iteration only comes with 64 GB of onboard storage. Things remain unchanged on the display side, with the OnePlus 3T also coming with a 5.5-inch AMOLED display with a 1080p resolution. As is expected from an AMOLED screen, you get rich and vibrant colors with a lot of contrast, and the optional dark mode that is built into Oxygen OS takes fantastic advantage of the deep inky blacks. If you aren't a fan of the vibrancy though, it is also easy to switch to sRGB color mode in the display settings that provides a more natural and less saturated look. Brightness isn't a concern and allows for comfortable outdoor visibility. Sharpness isn't a problem either, and to the naked eye, the difference between this 1080p panel and other Quad HD screen won't be noticeable, unless you are using the phone for VR. OnePlus feels that VR isn't mainstream enough to justify the jump to Quad HD, and decided to stick to 1080p to aid with the battery life. The final area that has seen an upgrade from the OnePlus 3 is with the camera, but this change is more focused on the front-facing shooter, which is now a 16MP unit, which is double the 8-megapixel sensor that was found with the OnePlus 3. The rear camera is the same 16-megapixel unit that was available with the OnePlus 3, and comes with f/2.0 aperture, optical image stabilization, and phase detection autofocus. The front-facing camera also comes with f/2.0 aperture, which helps a lot when taking selfies in low-light conditions. With the bump in megapixel count, you will also have a lot more room to zoom and crop without any deterioration in the quality of the picture, and also enjoy sharper-looking video. Overall, you get a far better experience with the front-facing. As mentioned, 64 GB and 128 GB are the internal storage options available, but if storage is a concern, users will have to opt for the higher variant, with expandable storage via microSD card not being available. Getting the 128 GB model means that you will also get the new gunmetal color. The fingerprint sensor that is integrated into the home button up front does unlock the device really quickly, but it is unfortunately not the most accurate scanner out there. It is fairly reliable, but there have been quite a few instances where it misreads my fingerprint. You can also add a variety of long press and double tap functions to the home button and the capacitive keys. There aren't a whole lot of differences between the OnePlus 3 and the 3T, but performance is one area that has seen an improvement. Under the hood, the OnePlus 3T comes with the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 processor, clocked at 2.35 GHz, which is faster than the one found in the Google Pixel smartphones. The 3T retains the 6GB of RAM that is also available with the OnePlus 3. Not surprisingly, the performance is absolutely fantastic with the OnePlus 3T, with the comparatively lower resolution display a contributing factor as well. Opening, closing, and switching between apps is smooth and snappy. The touch responsiveness is excellent, and the device also handles graphic-intensive gaming comfortably, with no dropped frames to be seen. On the software side of things, the OnePlus 3T is running the latest OxygenOS 3.5.1 based on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and you get a very stock Android look and feel here, but with a lot of customizations available that add to the experience without getting in the way. Shelf is still accessible by swiping to the left of the home screen, and holds a lot of information, including the weather info and your recent contacts or used apps. You can also compose memos and manage data, storage, and battery life, and any widget can be added here, instead of having them take up space on the other home screens. A few new customization options have been added to the latest version of the OxygenOS, such as a built-in night mode, that makes the viewing the screen easier on your eyes at night. There are custom accent colors, support for third-party icon packs, and the screen-off gestures like double tap to wake, or the ability to launch the camera or flashlight by drawing on O or a V on the screen.